It's recording it last. Well, I'm going to do. I've been meaning to do this for a long time, and I haven't got around to it. But I thought I wanted to do my favourite 10 or 11, 10 or 11 nail polishes, and as I'm already wearing this one, I thought we'd show what it looks like. Because when the video gets done, I don't know. Because there's not enough light to do it now anyway. The light's going, even though it's middle of the afternoon. It's only October. First week in October, but the lights go. This one's chipped. Because I chipped a bit of nail off. Broke a bit of my nail off. But this is one of my favourites. The SE Funships. And this is what it looks like on. But I intend to do swatches of all of them, so yeah. So this will be included in the video when I get my favourite 10 or 11 together. And I could say, rather than mentioning each individual one, I could give an honorary mention to the Barry M Coconut Infusion nail paints, the whole lot of those. But as I'm not going to put all of those in, obviously, because it wouldn't be fair on other brands, but any of the whole range of those I can give an honorary mention to here, because they are wonderful, they're phenomenal. I've still got Laguna on my toenails now. It still hasn't, it needs to come off, but it's been about 2 or 3 months and it's still on. It's seen me through all the, not that we had much of a summer, but it's been a summer of Laguna. Hopefully that video will already be up by now by the time this one goes in. But hang on, I keep turning this down and then I forget and I turn it up again. I'm listening to Gardener's Question Time. And so I'll see if I can turn the overhead light bulb off and see how much darker it washed out looking it goes. Yeah. But yes. I just want to see if I'm getting the correct colour. If the colours are... I need the right light conditions to be able to do this, because I want to do the swatches. I want to do it with bare nails and to have the swatches. So hopefully I'm going to aim for bare nails and then be able to do all the swatches of my favourite 11. But I may not include any of them, but I want to give an honorary mention to the whole of the Coconut Infusion nail paints. I may just include one. We will see when I put the video together, whenever that will be. I don't know, but I'll try and get it done before Christmas, I promise. We haven't even reached Halloween yet, so the first week of October. Okay. I'm going to try and continue with this favourite nail polishes video, and without letting it go too long. I've got something to wipe things off with. Just an honorary mention to these two true ones. You can't buy them anymore. I may include this in a video of products I wish you could still buy. You can't buy anymore, because this was a really good, it is rather a really good pink glitter. It still works perfectly fine. I don't know if that's going to show up because it's a dull overcast. No, it's not actually dull and overcast. It's the sun's out at the moment, but it's winter. We're in December now, and it's I'm facing north here. So yeah, that looks I'll wipe that off now. Honorary mention to this Tesco white nail polish, which I think is called, it's called China Doll, because that covers in one coat. There's not many whites that cover in one coat and don't look chalky, and this is a lovely glossy white which is brilliant, covers in one coat. So again, I wish Tesco would bring this back, this nail polish. It was 99p a bottle. Oh, unfortunately I haven't been able to find all the ones I wanted to include in here, so... And there's some that I didn't realise I was going to include, and I've decided I will, because they're really good, like this Antique Coral by Boots Natural Collection. I've taken the other nail polish off my nails now, so I can apply. I've never done this before, really, on in front of a webcam, in front of anything. So you see that covers in one coat. Oh, I do hope you can see that. It looks so washed out. Let me put the overhead light on. This is the trouble with doing things in the winter when I don't have a state-of-the-art webcam that can film in any light conditions. I've interfered with the white balance. I've done everything I can think of to improve it, and nothing makes any difference. Okay, so that's that one, as you can see. This is another one, Stargazer. It hasn't got a colour, it's just, I mean, it hasn't, when I say it hasn't got a colour, I mean, it hasn't got a name of the colour, it's just a number, 169. And it's a very luminous neon glitter. And again, it covers in one coat. So I have my shoddy application for purists who don't like to see it, but my intention in when I do nail polish review videos and everything is just to show how the polish would look just on a, you know, an ordinary person, someone who doesn't go to salons and have expert manicures, but just an ordinary person in the street that you know, or someone who can't afford to, because I don't go to salons, not because I could afford to if I really wanted to, but I choose not to because I'm not interested in that. I prefer to paint my own nails at home, and now I know I'd get a much better job if I went to a salon, but I choose to do my own. Anyhow, this one's called Mint Mojo by, I'm starting to raise my voice at the end of a sentence, that's so annoying, by Collection 2000, before they became just plain old Collection. And I'm going to wipe this one off, because this one, you always needed more than one coat to get full opaque coverage. But I like the colour of that. It's like a slight dusty sort of green. Now here's my favourite Claire's special brush, the one that I also wish they'd bring back. It has that sort of nice wide brush, and you can get good coverage like that with just one swipe of the brush. Even I can see that one showing up. So Claire's special brush. Now this one, I did a manicure of this and it lasted 2 weeks. This lovely little nail polish, which was free with a kids magazine about 3 years ago, and it's still perfect. I'm not going to use it because I don't want to waste it, because I value this, it's precious. And the manicure I wore, when I applied this, it lasted 2 whole weeks. And even good nail polish doesn't usually last longer than a few days. Now obviously you can't get that anywhere now, because just called Cool Aqua, but the nearest I can find colour-wise to it is Roll in the Grass, as a Rita Ora one by Rimmel, and Keep Calm and Play. That's the nearest. I think it's nearer to Keep Calm and Play. And Miss Selfridge used to do a beautiful, brilliant blue, almost a neon sort of turquoisey colour like that. But I'll try this one because I don't want to. I'm going to take these off after anyway. Yeah, this one is bluer. Roll in the Grass is much bluer. This one is more of an aqua, more of a turquoise. It has more of a greenish element in it, like this lovely little free one. So let me just wipe this off. I don't want that on. And there's this lovely one called Bright Aqua. It's an old Marks and Spencer's one. Now you need quite a few coats of this to get full coverage, but it's such a lovely nail polish that I had to include it in my favourites. It is lovely. And of course I'm making myself a right mess here. My all-time favourite green is Let There Be Lime by Tesco, which I think I've done 2 videos on now, and it absolutely, I'm hoping you can see that I'm painting my nails here. As I say, I've got the usual problem, as if I look at the screen all I can see is a whited out blur, a whited out mist, so I'm hoping that you can see that. It covers in one coat. You've just seen me do it. Wonderful. Tesco need to bring them back. Now we've got this one by Bourjois. So, can't see. Oh, hang on, I'm getting myself in a right mess here. Wiping nail polish on everything. Oh dear. Sorry about that. I'll sort of focus on that in a minute. This looks like it's worn off, but take it from me, that is, yeah, the label's worn off. Oh, I hate it when that happens. The label's worn off, where they've been rubbing against other nail polishes in the... Well, that's not very good, is it? But luckily I can see underneath it is China Glaze. Well, I can tell that by the lid anyway. That's China Glaze Mrs. Claus. I could easily have used DS Bold by OPI, but, you know, from the designer series. That's DS's designer series, not, I don't know, but a policeman or someone from the police. But I love Mrs. Claus and DS Bold. They're both exactly the same. I couldn't find DS Bold. I could only find Mrs. Claus. It usually needs more than one coat, but you get pretty good coverage from a glitter polish. And this one lasts a bit longer than the China Glaze usually lasts on me. Now, any of the OPI Hello Kitty range are absolutely excellent. Let's try... Is this Starry-Eyed for Dear Daniel? I do believe it is. I think it is Starry-Eyed for Dear Daniel. Yes, it is. Starry-Eyed for Dear Daniel. Now, I'm not very good at applying nail polish from on this hand because I'm not left-handed, so yeah, probably not doing a very good job, but I'm trying my best. That's all anyone can do, really. I'm trying my best when I'm not left-handed, aren't I? This is the lovely Lemon Cream by Mavala. That's another favourite. Now, I couldn't find Marshmallow by Essie. I know that one you need more than one coat to get full coverage, but that is my favourite white because it looks so luminous. The purity of it is just, I don't know, there's something about Marshmallow by Essie that I just love, but I can't find it, so otherwise that would have been included. But there's the Lemon Cream. I've got a light colour on, so hopefully it won't, the recording won't wash itself out too much. This is such a pale background. It's white on a yellow background. I can't see what it's called. I'm holding it up to the light here, but I can't see it. It's a yellow... If I find out, I'll insert it into the description box. But I know this is a different shade of yellow. This is the Bourjois one. It's a darker yellow. But any yellow like this would do. I've got ones from Poundland that are... I know it's all over my cuticles, but bear in mind I've never done... Shouldn't have to keep making excuses for myself. You know, people shouldn't expect perfection from someone who's not an artiste, or I'm just someone trying to make videos to try and put information out there to help people. Now, anyone who wants and can't get that lovely Sally Hansen one, Pacific Blue, this is the Jelly High Shine by Barry M, which is exactly the same. And Miss Sporty also, Miss Sporty do one the same colour as this, exactly the same colour, but I haven't tried it, so I don't know if it's got excellent coverage and finish like this one has. So that's that. Now there's Beth's Blue by Model's Own, which, if you're wondering, is it similar to Bikini Sotini? It is similar, but it isn't the same. Bikini Sotini you need quite a few coats to get coverage. That's the one of the wide SC brushes. Mind you, I've had this one for a while now, so it might be better coverage because it gets thicker with age. Yes, it is. This is almost a one coat one now. I don't know if you can see that. I'll wipe some of these off, won't I? Yeah, that's almost a one coat one now. Now let's try Beth's Blue by Model's Own. I actually prefer this one. But, oh, and I haven't got Factory Girl by Colour Club. That's another favourite. Factory Girl by Colour Club. That should have been included, but I've done a video of that one. So here we go, that's Beth's blue. Oh, I do hope it's showing up. The very old Claire's one, Candy Shop, which is our exact dupe really for the Deborah Lippmann Candy Shop, though I actually think that the Claire's one covers better. Well, you won't be able to see that because you do need more than one coat for full coverage. I'm holding it there long enough, hoping that it does show up. And the lovely Adrenaline by Topshop. I'd say this is the same, if not better, than the Teenage Dream, Katy Perry one by OPI. Certainly covers better. And there's that Bourjois one as well, that Bourjois do, called Rainbow Apparition. That's all, I'd say an almost identical dupe, but I don't know if you can see that. I'll try and do one with the camera. Hope that it may show up. Hang on, oh dear. I can only keep apologising so many times for the inadequacy, but I do my best. You saw me put all these on just now, they're all one coat. And now here's those, and there's the Adrenaline. You saw me put all these on just now, they're all one coat. And now here's those, and there's the Adrenaline. Of course it needs more than one coat really, but this is the what's this one? Oh, that's the Hello Kitty one. Starry-eyed for Dear Daniel. There's the two yellows. You can see one's a pale and one's darker. There's the one that's duped for Pacific Blue. I can see a visible nail line there, so I'd need more than... But these are the Claire Special brush there. This one that I've chipped already by touching the edge is the Stargazer one. And as you can see, it's still glossy, even though it's a neon. There's that wonderful Tesco one. And I believe, yeah, that's Mrs. Claus. And that's the Antique Coral by Boots Natural Collection. And there they all are. I've got two of that one because I like that one very much. There we are. I'm not going to spend too much longer on this now because. Riaz was played by Sushil Chudasar. Catherine by Conrad Nelson. I never seem to do a video without making a mistake or forgetting something. I forgot to include this one, which was meant to be in the forefront. The wonderful masking tape by Attitude, so I've just applied one coat on my thumb, and as you can see it would need two, but it covers really well for a pale polish. And yeah, this is masking. Oh, it's at last it's recording. Right, as I'm such an obsessive completist, I had to find the one, well, I couldn't find Marshmallow by Essie. I've looked everywhere for that, but I've had to do a proper demonstration of the wonderful masking tape by Attitude and Colour Club's Factory Girl. Oh, and I forgot to include Scam by Hard Candy, so I'm going to include those. I better turn the radio down. It's only about 4:45 in the afternoon, but it's very, very overcast because it's winter. But I've had to put the overhead light on. So anyhow, here's the wonderful masking tape. Tells you on there, it says masking tape, you won't be able to see that. This is the Attitude masking tape. Let's just paint my thumb with it. I know I did this the other day with the camera, but I wanted you to actually see me do it and to see how well it covers in just one coat. I know it's a few swipes of the brush, but it's not a wide brush. But see, if I had done a really, really thick coat, that would cover it in one coat, but I would do two on there. So I'm going to wipe that off because I don't really want nail polish on me now. And here's the wonderful Colour Club Factory Girl. I could easily have included the original Sky by Hard Candy, not the that dreadful one that's so weak and watery. Oh look, don't I hate it when this happens? Oh, this is the trouble, you get this, and then how I get round that, I put it back on, start to unscrew it, but press it right down, and that usually... Oh, it hasn't worked this time. Oh, the mess. Right, let's try again. And then yeah, it's brought it out this time. So let's try Wonderful Factory Girl. I hope you can actually see me applying this. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. Flooded cuticle. So yeah, the application on there left a lot to be desired, as you can see, but then I mean, look how I'm doing it. I'm just an ordinary person. Well, anyone who knows, there's nothing ordinary about you, you weirdo. No, I mean, I'll just put myself down. But I mean, I'm just trying to show that I'm just an ordinary person, I'm just a regular person, just someone, let's put it this way, I'm just someone who does their nails at home without being a professional or without going to a salon. So, if you think the application leaves a lot to be desired, well, I'm not trying to be a professional, I'm just showing how a nail polish reacts to just anyone from the street who just goes to ordinary person, you know what I'm trying to say, just a regular person who buys a nail polish, takes it home and applies it themselves without any special skills. I don't do anything to my cuticles, but I've got an interest in nail polish, and I think, you know, I've always had an interest in nail polish, and I don't really think you need that many special skills to apply it. You don't need to be, because I think it can be a bit off-putting sometimes. You see someone who's a professional at work, or someone who's had their nail polish done at a salon, and you might think, oh yeah, but what about the ordinary person in the street, you know, how's it going to react on them? And I'm hoping to fill that gap. Maybe someone already has, I don't know. I'd say that definitely, without any shadow of a doubt, needs 2 coats. But it's very good. To be honest, I think the original Hard Candy Sky covers even better than Factory Girl. It's an excellent formulation. And now I'm just going to try the Scam, because I meant to include that in the top 15. It's more likely going to be top 20 or top 19. But and then I could put loads more in, to be honest with you. This is going to look a right mess. Trying to I hope you can actually see I'm applying this, and that I'm not actually doing this off camera somewhere. I think you can see it's being done in front of the thing. Mess on cuticles. I try my best. So yeah, that's the Wonderful Scam by Hard Candy. The original formulation. Okay, let's put the little ring back on. And there we have it. Oh, hang on, nearly forgot Funships. I know I already dealt with Funships at the start of the video, and so I don't need to go into great detail about this again, but I may not have showed that. I may not have showed you it apply. I may not have. You know what I'm trying to say. I may not have shown me applying it. And now I just have. And look how perfect that is. I don't mean my application, I mean the actual nail polish. Look how perfect that coverage is from this 2005 bottle of SC's Funships. As I've said in my video I did for this is not the one that was released earlier this year, 2016, in Canada, I do believe. This from the, I think it was called the Tropical Lights or Tropical Brights collection. Tropical Lights, I think. It wasn't from that. This was from the cruise ships collection from 2005. This is a very old bottle. Probably why the formulation's quite good, because it's probably why it's only a 1 coat one. On my thumb I've got like a sort of bump or ridge there, and then a dark colour discoloration from underneath. So anything I put on this thumb, even a 1 coat perfect one coat nail polish, because of my thumb now, I usually need to use 2 coats, so I would put 2 coats of this, but for all other nails that 1 coat was sufficient. And these Boutique by Sainsbury's, with the exception of Beyond the Pale, which I haven't tried yet, but those 2, Rose Tinted Glasses and Wild Goose Chase, they are definitely 1 coat nail polishes, because that's all I used when I applied those, so they're very good. If you see this little gift set in Sainsbury's and you're wondering if it's any good, well, if you've seen my video you'll now know that it is. I hope that concludes my favourites. And honorary mention, I could mention any of these here, that the Manhattan one, but I haven't. I've tried it as on a testing now, but it's not as good as the lemon cream coverage. It's okay, but I'm not going to bother to go through all these. And here's a nice lemon drop by the Collection 2000. That's another nice one. I ought to do one on the best yellows, didn't I? That's a bit, I'll say it's my thumb again, it's that particular thumbnail which I have problems with. There's a nice pale one from, doesn't appear to have a name, from Margaret Astor. There's the lovely pink I've already shown. There's this nice jelly finish one from Sally Hansen, which is very similar to the nice wide brush, and it's very similar to those jelly finish ones from Maybelline. Maybelline done quite a few jelly finishes over the years. They did some a few years ago, and then recently they brought out these ones this year, the jelly ones. There's this nice rose gold by Sally Hansen Insta Dry, which is called Style Steel, which I'd say is an exact dupe for Orly's Rage that everyone raves about. This is a nice dark one from Maybelline Colorama called Dark Chocolate, which is quite a good coverage. I'm only doing these because I've turned out some that was in a bag with all my baby lips, and the baby lips were falling out, so yeah, quite good coverage. Dark Chocolate by Maybelline's Colorama. Here's a Sinful Colours Envy. Always looking for the perfect green. Oh, I didn't intend to put all this extra on, but just to show you how it's not I wouldn't call that a one coat polish. It's okay. And there's some Sally Hansens that need shaking up a bit. Trop Ink by Maybelline, and Hello Kitty Green, and Green Park by Maybelline. I'll just quickly show you this Hello Kitty one, because you can get these in Poundland. Don't expect expert coverage, obviously. I mean cut application, but full coverage on one coat. So that's a good one. Oh, here, and I forgot to include this one. This is a very nice, I think it's called Sunshine, a nice pale yellow by Accessorize. And I'm sorry the radio's gone up in the background, but I've come back here, and so I'm having to shout to be heard above it, to drown it out, because I don't want any copyright claims. So there we go. Can you actually see that? It's very good coverage. I think this one's called Sunshine by Accessorize. I shall write it in whatever, if it is called something different. As is typical of me, I was quite wrong about this. It isn't the yellow one. I do have the pale yellow by Accessorize. I think it's called Sunshine. But this one is called Ivory Lace. Ivory Lace, and I have to say this is a one coat one. Very, very good. I'm putting them in here in this lovely little container that was sent free to me from Dr. Pierre Rico, but it was sent free to my friend's house, and I had to collect it from the. It's a long story. And this was included with it. The camera's not doing it justice. It makes it look cheap, and it actually is really very, very nice. And I realise I never mentioned the names of these, but because they're just in, I showed them and I didn't mention Jade, Jump, and Quicksand. You'll see the Sally things. And Hard Candy. So yes, that is it now. Hope it's been useful for someone. If I know it's just, you know, you might say, how is that being useful? You're only showing your favourite nail polishes, but I'm showing nail polishes that I regard as very, very good. So if you ever get your hands on these, if you want a nice cream, a proper cream coloured nail polish, then you can't go wrong with Attitude's masking tape. It really is the colour of masking tape. And if you want a darker one and you like the iridescent sheen on that, then Hard Candy's Scam. And if you can ever get your hands on that original Funships, which is excellent, I don't know what the 2016 one would be like. I don't see it would be any worse, because are we actually in focus? Yeah, I mean in front of the thing. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Hope everyone's doing good. Bye for now. Hope you're a bit warmer than. Mind you, I think it might be a little bit warmer now because it was a few days since I filmed the last one and it's still cold in here, but it's mild out because it's been raining slightly, so yeah. Oh, I do talk a lot. Stop. Let me just focus on my lantern that is flickering, and you probably won't be able to see it's flickering, and oh dear. Bye. Oh dear, I'm such a nutcase, aren't I? No. Stop it. Why can't I just sign off? And then I'm thinking, oh look, I haven't got any nice little things round, like snowflakes, which I usually put round at this time of year. Sorry for being such an idiot. Oh, sorry for putting myself down. Sorry for apologising. Bye.